The Clean Hands Manager Station web application provides summary and detailed reporting of employee hand washing and also allows maintenance of employee information in the system. This is the hand washing overview page. By default, it shows a summary of the hand washings by employee for today or yesterday, depending on the setup of your system. You can also browse through days or display any other date range. You can browse from one week to the next. You can also sort the information simply by clicking at the top of each column. In addition, the Clean Hands Manager Station has online help available by clicking the question mark sign, or you can print reports by clicking the printer icon. If you select a particular employee line on the overview page, you can see gaps in hand washing that exceed the protocol you have set up in the system, or you can see employee clock-ins without a hand washing. You can drill down further in this hand washing information on the recent activity screen. This shows every hand washing event with the date and time and location of the hand washing. It shows it for individual employees and also for all employees if you select Show All. And again, you can select a variety of date ranges. You can also sort the information by clicking at the top of the column. Employee information is added to the system in the Employee Editor page. Normally, employees are added to the system from the POS system if you have an interface from the Clean Hands to the POS system. If not, you can add in an employee simply by clicking the plus sign and filling in the name of the employee, their start date, hours per week and per day, and you can select a job for the employee. The employee also needs to have a passphrase. The Clean Hands system identifies employees using speech recognition, so each employee must have a passphrase. This is the phrase they use to identify themselves to the system just after soap is dispensed at each hand washing. So a passphrase is entered and is normally first name, last name, and 3 numbers. In addition, we need to train the system on how the employee actually pronounces their name, and this is done by making 5 recordings of the employee actually saying their passphrase. So to do this, you click the Employee Voice Dictionary Entry Add button, and a window will pop up which allows you to click Record and then have the employee say their passphrase into a microphone. You do this 5 times and then you click the Save button, and that saves the information to the system and teaches it how the user pronounces their name. Because speech recognition systems are not 100% accurate, there is a need to review some data from live recordings in the system. And Clean Hands actually uses a hybrid speech and voice recognition system, and so we can also train the system on how employees sound, what their voice actually sounds like. So to do this, we collect a maximum of 20 live recordings from the wash stations of the employees saying their passphrase. The system decides whether or not a recording is a good match and saves it and makes it available on the Review Audio page. Since the system is not necessarily 100% accurate at catching these live recordings and matching them, it's necessary for a manager to review these recordings. To do this, you simply click one of the lines, click the play button, and listen to the recording. What you hear should match the passphrase listed on the right for that employee. If it doesn't, then you simply click the delete button and remove that entry. Again, this is only a maximum of 20 files per employee. So if you have very little turnover, you won't spend very much time here. If you have a lot of turnover, it will still only be 20 recordings that you need to listen to per employee. Finally, there are a number of preferences that can be set on the Preferences page. You can set a system default maximum time between hand washings. This sets a protocol that requires employees to wash their hands at least every 2.5 hours or whatever time frame you choose. You set how long the Clean Hands system should keep hand washing history available. If you have a POS system, you will select the POS interface here. You can also select a job to exclude from the overview page. So if there's a particular job role that you don't want to see shown on the overview page, you can exclude that. You also need to set a start time and a week start day. This tells the overview page what periods of time to consider days. For example, if you have people working past midnight routinely, you may want to set this to 3 o'clock in the morning so that your day runs from 3 a.m. one day till 3 a.m. the next morning. And then the overview page will show weeks starting on the day that you select here. In addition to this, jobs can be set up in the system under this Jobs table. If you have a POS interface, jobs are automatically added to the Clean Hands system as employee clock-ins come into the system under a particular job role. If you don't have a POS interface, you simply click the Add button and add the name and the hand washing frequency for that job. If you have a POS interface and they are coming in automatically, you can still change the hand washing frequency for different jobs to meet the protocol requirements of your organization.